So I have a throttle body here. A lot of you probably gonna recognize it. For you Dodge haters that likes Ford and raggedy ass Chevrolet, this is for Dodge. A 5.2 liter. The reason why I'm putting on YouTube is because some people, from what I read on forums, are questioning whether to use carburetor cleaner or actual throttle body cleaner. Well, there's also a poor man cleaner. Alright. Pretty much the way I clean this here, and I did leave this on, the map sensor, because it's bad anyways. I got a new one coming. Alright. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the idle air control off and take the throttle position sensor off. And what you're going to do is, and if your map sensor is good, you're going to want to take it off. The two screws. To take it off, you might want to put a little WD-40 right here and right here, a PB blaster or some kind of lubricant, and just gently work it until it frees up off the aluminum and the plastic, because they like to break off right there at the map sensor. Anyways, pretty much you're going to take all the sensors off. And what you're going to do is, your wife might not like it, or your mama, or your whoever. What you're going to want to do is you're going to get your old pot. You're going to put some water in it. You're going to boil that shit. You're going to boil it for about 5-10 minutes. Just let it get as hot as it can. Alright, you're going to get you an old work sink, something metal. You don't want to use plastic. It'll melt. But you're going to take it and you're going to pour it in. And what you're going to want to do is, you're going to go get you some of that $1 Awesome. $1 Awesome degreaser from Dollar General. And you're going to spray this bad boy down before you even boil the water. And you're going to let it soak. Both sides. This side and this side. And you're going to want to spray it every 3 minutes while you wait for the water to boil. Alright, you're going to take that water and you're going to pour it into a metal pan or sink, whatever you got. And you're going to take this bad boy here and you're going to set it down in there. Just like it is. Alright. What that's going to do is, with the Awesome on it, it's going to take where you typically have a carbon buildup on the inside here, on both sides here. You're going to want to take and just let it soak in that boiling water, that hot water that you just boiled. Alright. You're going to pick it up. You want to take it when you put it in. You want the water level to come up to just above the air horns here. That way you can still, grab it and you don't burn yourself. If you do total opposite of that, you're a dumbass. But anyways, what you're going to want to do is just let it soak until the water gets down to warm temperature. Alright, then you get you an old toothbrush or something, some kind of stiff bristle but hard too. And like I said, like an old toothbrush or maybe some Harbor Freight cleaning brushes, something that'll fit down in here when you got your flaps open, where you can scrub around in there. You see how clean that is? I just used an old toothbrush after letting it sit in hot water, and it just come right out of there. I mean, this bad boy was pretty bad. I got it used from eBay, and that's pretty gunky. All this here was all just black, or like the plenum gasket been leaking or something. And that's a little dirty up here on the tops. Yeah, you literally watch the water start flicking the grease off. You'll see chunks of grease and carbon and all that just start floating around, and it'll go to the bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to open it up. I'm using a phone, so I'm one-handed here. What you're going to do is you're going to open it up. You're going to take that toothbrush, whatever you got, and you're going to scrub around in there. You don't want to use nothing abrasive like a steel brush or nothing like that, because it's smooth down in here and that helps the airflow. You don't want to get that all roughed up and mess it up. As you see, this thing come out pretty clean. And the biggest thing here is where the IEC is. You see how clean that bad boy is? Show you on this side. You couldn't even see in there because it had so much carbon in there. Like, it's built up all the way to the top of the daggone valve right here, and that was just closed up with carbon. Whenever I boiled it, I went down in there with a Q-tip. You're gonna need a bunch of them if you use a Q-tip, but you can just wipe it around in there with a little alcohol on there or some Awesome spread on a Q-tip, and just rub it down a little bit, and it'll come out. You see, it's still got some in there, a little pit stuff here and there, but overall, it's clean. It is good and clean. All right, you don't want to use Berryman's carburetor dip or nothing stupid like that, because you see, it's not a damn carburetor; it's a freaking throttle body. All right, what you gonna want to watch out for? You see that little bearing in there around that throttle shaft? Well, that's plastic that's on the outside of that, and it's a self-pack bearing. Some chemicals that eat that plastic up, and it will ruin that bearing and ruin your whole throttle body. And if you're like me and you got a 93 and you got that old style linkage like that, these things are a pain in the ass to come by. It took me 9 months to find this here one. But anyways, yeah, you're just gonna boil some water and dip it in there and let it soak until the water's down to standable temperature where you can put your hand in there. All right, but you literally watch the grease. This one here, I had when I first stuck it in there. I stuck it in there upside down so I can see what comes off down here. And I can literally watch that awesome in that hot water, and that will just start boiling around these edges here, around these crevices, right here. And that stuff was just coming off, just flicking up. Same thing over here. When I set it down in there and all that water started pushing up through that bottom, all that carbon's in here, it just come out. It didn't stand a chance against that boiling water. But that's just my take on that. You know, it's safe because it's just water and it's a little degreaser. Degreaser ain't gonna hurt your sensors or your plugs or whatever if you dumb enough to leave them on there. But like I said, I left mine on there because that was a bad one anyways, and I got a new one coming. But anyways, if you want a safe alternative and you broke, you ain't got no monies, but you know how to run a stove and some water, just boil some water and dip that bad boy in there and go find you $1 worth of change and pennies. It don't make shit. Just go to the dollar store and get you some $1 awesome, because it is like it says, awesome. You see how clean that is though? Let me turn my light on here so you can see something. You see how clean that bad boy is? If there is any grease in there, it's not enough to really worry about. I even went through there with a Q-tip and went around there, and barely anything come off them walls. See how clean that is? That's just from boiling hot water and awesome. Let me get this here flap opened up. You can do this with pretty much any throttle body. Like I said, it's just water. That water ain't gonna hurt anything. That water will be hot enough to take the impurities out of the aluminum. As you can see, this here's a lot darker than what it typically would have been. Well, it just took all the impurities out of it. If you're worried about it corroding and all because of being water, just get you some clear coat and then some 800 grit, 1500 grit sandpaper, which I hadn't done it yet because I'm at home and it's fucking late at night and I'm bored. You can just get you some of that sandpaper, open these flaps up and just lightly scuff them up a little bit, rub them till they shine, wet sanding them, and ports that's in here where it's smooth. You clean them back up, and after it dries, you can put some clear coat on there just to try to help preserve the aluminum. I'm not particularly worried about it because I live on a dirt road and it's going to do it anyway. So, but that's just my take on that, and I hope this helps some of y'all that's trying to figure out whether you use carburetor cleaner or throttle body cleaner. I hadn't seen nobody on none of the forums, Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, Corvette, Jeep, nobody use boiling hot water. I mean, that's freaking common sense. This water, what in the hell is water going to do to a bare ass throttle body? That bearing is sealed up, so it's not going to hurt it. Alright, you'll notice the free play is better here. You're going to get better throttle response. The airway is clean. You're going to get better airflow. Alright, so just take your time, boil the water, scrub it with a toothbrush. I mean, yeah, still a little dirty there. Ain't worried about that. That ain't what makes it function. But anyways, just boil some water, scrub it up, spray it down some awesome way, and let it soak in the awesome way. Wait for the water to boil. And do not use your wife's finest pot to boil the water in. and then go outside and put it in another pot. Or don't put this in your wife's or your wife or your girlfriend, whoever's pot, and let it soak. And don't do it in the kitchen and the sink either, because some women are freaking particular. For those other country boys, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Women are feisty. But anyways, just like I said, just boil it and dip it in there and let it soak until the water's bearable. By that time, all the carbon will be loose enough it'll just fall out with a toothbrush. And anyways, leave a comment and description, whatever, if you have any questions. I'm pretty sure I just went over and answered all of them though. And I hope that's helped those that's, like I said, is curious about what to use. If you're broke like I am, or you're between paychecks, just use boiling hot water. It'll do the job just fine.